Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be part number 1 of the Wizard, what the heck am I saying here? Wizard of War restore. This is the cabinet. Somebody had converted it into a Superman. I actually have 2 of these cabinets. I have another one in the back still. This one's in better shape of the 2. This is the one where it has that bottom door. It's a drawer that comes out. That's where the PCB and everything mounts. Coin door's in good shape. I already have another control panel completely done and ready to go. It already has the overlay on it. It has all the buttons and everything populated in it. It's ready to go. So this is just an extra control panel. Obviously there's a bunch of extra holes drilled in this one versus the original one. The speaker grills seem to be in pretty good shape. A little bit bent, but I'm gonna save those. All the marquee brackets and everything are here. Sides aren't beat up too bad. Got a little bit of nicking right here. And really just kind of dirty and just a few nicks. We're gonna put laminate on the sides of these and on the front lower right here around the coin door. We're gonna put an off-white laminate on those 3 panels. So we don't have to paint this other than the lower black down there we'll paint, and we'll paint all this stuff in here. But we'll probably paint after I put the laminate on. We'll just tape off the laminate. You know, maybe I should paint first. Probably be smarter that way. Let me get the tripod. We'll open up the back here, show you what's going on inside. Most of the wiring harness for the speakers and the light and everything are currently out of this. There is a JAMA harness in here, I believe, if I remember correctly. The rest of the harness, plus the rest of my other harness I have for Wizard of War, is at Golden Age Arcade. He is restoring the harness for me, and he's making a template so that he can make future ones for people that want them. I'm gonna fix this back door. I want to save it. Somebody said hi, so. But I'm just probably gonna fill that in with some Bondo on each side just to straighten it out. I do want to save this door though. I don't want to get rid of it. So what we have going on inside, this monitor, last time I checked, I believe it does not work. So I don't know if I'll look into maybe rebuilding this one or not. I might. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with it. I have no clue. Flyback's looking pretty nasty. Whole thing's looking pretty nasty. So probably have to, probably would change the flyback, because maybe that's what it is. Maybe the flyback's bad. There's a lot of goop and stuff coming out of here, so I'm not sure. But anyways, I'd probably maybe put a cap kit in the flyback and stuff and see what happens. Maybe we can get it to work. I mean, it could be just one of these transistors that are bad. You know, I just don't know. So this is what currently looks like inside. The bottom power brick is down there. Somebody had put a switcher in there. I have I believe I bought the new power supply adapter from Arcade Shop. I'll have to double check with that. So what I want to do in this video is take it apart so that I can get all the hardware put into the tumbler so it can start getting cleaned up. So let me get the tripod set up and we'll start with, oh, that sucks. They put screws through there. I think this is steel, so if that's the case, we could just weld those couple screw holes in. So let me get the tripod set up in the front here and we'll start pulling it apart. Okay, let's start taking off the marquee first and we'll just work our way down. I have all the artwork for this game already. Gonna throw all the hardware into the coin bucket for now. Then we'll throw it in the tumbler. Obviously, we're not going to use the plexiglass. I'm going to put a new piece on. Actually, I think my marquee comes with, yeah, it's printed on there. I'll probably hang on to this. It's actually in good shape. So just put that off to the side. This plexi is going to go in the garbage. Kind of all scratched up. These light bulbs, I'm going to get rid of these light bulbs. These are the old style light bulbs I'll use to LED light bulbs in here instead. Surprised that didn't break. Oh. So get rid of those. There's only 2 speakers in here. There's supposed to be 3. Somebody took one of the speakers out. And we're missing one of the bolts for the speaker, so I'll have to rob one from the other game. I'll probably do that today so I can get it all into the tumbler. These ones are all finger tight. I'm sure the other ones with the speakers are probably tighter. We're going to reuse the speaker grills. See if I got a nut driver right here. I don't know if this is the right size or not. Yep, that'll work. There, you get that top bar off for the marquee still. Oh, they double nutted these ones. That's cool. Never saw that before. This one's not. Just these ones, they put a nut, and then they put the speaker, and then they put another nut on it. I don't think these are the original lights that were in here, by the looks of it. I think it might have had a regular fluorescent in here. And if that's the case, I want to put that back in rather than these bulbs. The only reason why I'm saying that, I could be wrong, but there's a screw hole right here. I'm not sure. It's tough to say because the Galaxian I just did had bulbs like this. So maybe that is right. I'll have to look at the other cabinet and see if it has a fluorescent bulb or not. The speaker's like stuck to the wood. Doesn't look like it's dry rotted. This one looks all right. Get this other one off. This one looks good too. So we just need to get one more speaker, which I think the other cabinet might have another speaker in it. These are 8 ohm speakers. So I'm wondering if that's what this game originally used, was 8 ohm speakers. I don't know if that really makes much of a difference on these games or not. 4 ohm versus 8 ohm. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played the Superman game. It's kind of boring. It's really not much different than Turtles and RoboCop and all those side-scrolling games. Okay, that's off. Let me take this off real quick. I'll probably use new screws on this because there's different size screws they used. So I have ones that have they use a security bit. So I'll probably put all new screws on these. And somebody put a screw or something through here, so we'll have to grind that off and fill that little hole in afterwards. Okay, let's get these lights out of the way now. Looking for other screw holes for different style lights, and what I'm seeing here is there's a screw hole here and here. I wonder if there is a light or something that mounted that way. Hopefully that other cabinet will have the parts in there. I'm not sure. I can't say that I've really ever looked, because the other cabinet was converted to a elevator action when I got it. So what I did was I took all the elevator action parts out of it and put it in a real elevator action cabinet. Okay, we're done with that. So now let's get the control panel off. We still got to take the switch off in the back side. The switch is still on to turn the game on and off. So get this off. We'll unplug this. I don't want to, this seems like a pretty nice harness, so I'd like to not damage it. Just hang on to it in case I ever need it for something. And you can see all the holes that have been drilled in this panel. They're everywhere, and it's all bent. But we are going to take this hook off of here on each side and we'll clean them with everything else, because I'm not sure if I put those on the other control panel or not. Now we're going to get these latches and side pieces off, which are 1/4 inch. Let me get a bit for my drill. It'll be faster. This will save a little bit of time here. Take the screen out. This is garbage. This is pretty much garbage too. It's all chopped up and missing half of it. It's all waterlogged. Luckily, the other cabinet I have, I'm pretty positive I have the shroud for the screen. Because this one looks like, I don't know if this is the right one or not. But I know the other cabinet has one of those. This one's kind of broke up. Put it off to the side. We'll save it. Never know. That looks like almost the one I used earlier on the Galaxian. Okay, we're done with that for now. We'll do the monitor from the back side, obviously. Actually, it might come from the front, but let's take the coin door off first. I'm actually going to detach the coin door from the hinge first this time, and we'll leave the rim on. These are Phillips screws on this one. The other one had 1/4 inch bolts. I'll tear that apart in a minute. Bigger nut driver. Let me go grab one. Looks like some of the nuts are missing on this rim, and that's why they put that those screws through the face, because they only had 2 nuts for it. Luckily the holes aren't real big, not a big deal. I'll be able to fix that up pretty easily. I like to try to use the original coin doors from the cabinet. On the tapper game in the basement, when I start working on that again, I actually have a coin door already painted for it. That cabinet did not have a coin door when I bought it. So now I gotta unlatch this. There's 2 latches inside, way down low. Take those 2 and this hinges down. And we're actually going to take this door off of the cabinet. You probably didn't even see any of that. There we go. Let me lower this down. So I just took the 2 latches, unlatched them, dropped this door down. We're going to take this door completely off. Clean all these hardware up. I think originally there was some sort of paper stapled onto this door. And then here is monitor paperwork from this monitor. It's a G07. Okay, we'll get these latches, these off. These cabinets have a lot of hardware to them. Get this door out of the way. The other cabinet, I have this bottom piece is screwed shut. I don't think there's hardware in there. And it's also this piece right here. On these cabinets, for some reason, this piece is always broken. It's always busted off the front. This one seems to be intact. It's still stapled on. I'll probably just leave it on and we'll just paint it up the way it looks. Same thing with this bottom molding. It's not nicked up or anything. So I think we're just scuff it all down and just reshoot all this satin black. Sometimes it's better not to mess with that stuff. Let's get the latch off. Get a nut driver for that side. Save this. This goes on here. This covers up the wiring for the interlock switch. Should be one on the back door as well. This will slide out. I got a bunch of wires here. I'm just gonna throw this power supply away. It's pretty dirty. And I don't think it works. Yeah, actually I know it doesn't work because I tried it came with 2 Superman PCBs and they were not working in this cabinet, but when I tested them on one of my JAMA cabinets, both of the PCBs did work. So this switcher is bad. I think that's 5/16, but I have a flathead here. Now the wiring harness from the original cabinet that went to all these isolation transformers and stuff, I had to cut all the wires off of them so that I could send the harness to him. But I left a little bit of each wire still attached so I knew what color went where when I got it back. And I also have that other cabinet which has all these in it still, so I can use that to reference if I can't figure out where the wires go. And I'm kind of hoping that he labels them for me, but I'm not sure if he's going to or not. Okay, this power supply we're going to get rid of. It's garbage. Now we can get this out. Take these brackets off. Oh, quarter richer. I want to get these brackets off here so we can get those cleaned. Those are pretty rusty looking. I just like to throw every bit of hardware I find into the tumbler. Whether I use it all or not, just clean it anyways. Okay, that's off. For now, we're just going to leave this stuff attached to here. I will eventually take these off. Maybe I'll just take them off now because I want to clean the screws. I'll just take them off now. I have that other cabinet to go off of if I need to. I have to get some different tools to get those other screws off. That's all right. All right, I'll worry about taking the rest of those off in a little bit here. That's not a big deal. More garbage wires. Just stick these back in here. Get this hinges off. A lot of stuff to tumble. Got an old tattoo. Skull and Crossbones wearing a top hat. Looks like we got a pretzel in here. All kinds of good stuff. Found a penny. We're up to 26 cents now. Man, I'm gonna have this thing paid for in no time. I don't know what these red brackets were. I don't really know what that is. They're screwed into the top of the leg leveler. That's odd. I'll unscrew it, we'll just clean it. They just had them screwed in. They didn't have the leg leveler screwed all the way through, and they had this screwed in with this L bracket. I don't know what those are. Maybe it stopped the drawer from coming out too far. That's probably what it was. I think I took the hardware off. The back of the drawer had brackets that must have hit against those red ones to keep it from getting pulled completely out of the cabinet. Okay, this rail out. Okay, I think we're done for up front for now. Let's go around back and we'll finish taking off the stuff on the bottom here. We got another interlock switch to get off. We got a bunch of wiring harness hoops, so we'll save all those. This looks like a strip that they put in the monitor to space out the yoke, shim it out. Doesn't look like it came from this monitor. Okay, we have a out of order sign. It's definitely out of order right now. So we got to get a Phillips screwdriver and get this off here. Cut this off. Funny how narrow they made these cabinets, and they had to put that bubble for the neck board so it would fit. The degaussing cable is off the monitor, just laying there. I don't know if it's called degauss or degauss, I don't know. I believe it was somebody's name originally. Here's the old power wire, which is actually in really good shape. I'll probably honestly reuse this. Somebody already put a new plug end on it. I'll just take it apart and double check it. But that still looks good. Some more garbage wires here. And then we need to just get this zip tie up here cut off. Okay, this harness is out of here. We'll save that in case we ever need it. So now we're going to pull the monitor out, and it comes out from the front side. I'm going to have to go get a socket. I think those are 7/16. So let me go grab that and we'll get those off. nuts are built in onto the bracket. I think this might be the original monitor. I could sort of see a slight screen burn, and it has a credit right in the center here. I think this might be the original monitor in here. It is a G07, which would fit for the time frame. I don't know when Wizard of War came out. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to say early 80s, 81, 82, 83, something like that. I guess. Shouldn't be too bad of a cabinet to restore. I believe this is one of the first talking arcade games. Okay, now we should be able to slide the monitor out. I don't know if I can lift it up from the back. There we go. Now I want to take these brackets off the side so I can clean all this stuff up. We're almost done stripping this thing down. Those are 5/16, I gotta go get a bigger nut driver here. Okay, well that's out. Let's see what we have left to do here. Got a couple screws in the back I have to take out. We got to take out the switch on the top. And the handles on the back. So this switch has to come out. This one's funny, it has a cover on it to cover the on-off switch. I'll clean it, but I'm not going to reuse that, because if for some reason it's down in the arcade and I need to turn it off, I could just reach up there and push the button. These handles are different looking than the normal Midway handles. Yeah, these are definitely different shaped than the normal ones. Or the more common ones, I should say. This sticker up here is in really good shape. I'll tape that off so we can keep it. Okay, we have a couple screws down at the bottom here to get off. Just where the PCB was mounted before, the Superman one. There's a couple of the old standoffs. Maybe just one. So that's off. These zip ties out of here. We got one more wire clamp here. That's off. I think we just have the switch left up top. Don't really have a lot of room right here. I'm going to take off the tags like I do with every other game, and I put them back on afterwards. People have messaged me and asked me in the past, why would you take the tags off? I take them off because I don't want to get overspray on them. So what I do is I take them off and I just staple them right back on where they came from. This one I'll show you here. All right, this is labeled here, Wizard of War, and then UR means upright. It says cabinet, and this is the serial number, 14082. And then, I don't know what this is up here. I don't know who put this on here. Maybe an operator at one time. But I'm gonna take this other tag off as well. This is an inspection record. So I'll see if I can pry this off carefully. Okay, and I'll put these somewhere safe. After we're done, we'll staple them back onto the cabinet. I think we are, nope, I see another piece. This cabinet's got a lot of parts to it. Right here, there's a track where the glass hits up against. So I want to get that off as well so that we can clean the hardware. My drill might not fit in here. Barely. Now, from my understanding, the 3 speakers are for sound, and then voice is one of them. So I'm guessing maybe the voice is the center one. I'm not sure. We've got to look into that. Don't really know that much about it, this game. I know they had it on the Atari 2600, and it was horrible, the graphics on it. Okay, now I think the cabinet is empty other than this T-molding. So we can pull that off real quick. And then I'm going to take this coin door apart so that I can get all that hardware. Look at all these parts. There's a lot to these cabinets. So I'm going to pull this shoe molding off, or shoe molding, this T-molding off. And this is a textured black T-molding. I have new T-molding in the basement for this already. The garbage can's full. Looks like somebody stapled it up here or glued it or something. They glued it. There we go. These are plywood sides, which are nice. They don't swell up like the particle boards do. Okay, cabinet is stripped. So now I want to take this coin door apart so that I can get that hardware in the tumbler as well. So we'll set that up here. Pull this apart. And then maybe we'll go in the back shop and find that other cabinet and take a look at it. It should all be 1/4 inch. And we'll see about the marquee light and stuff. You can see it. I believe there's no marquee on the cabinet, so I think we can look right into it. This hardware will probably tumble for about a week because there's so much I'm going to put in there in one time that we're just going to let it go for a little while. Nut stuck in here. These are magnetic and it's this little nut stuck in here. I'm guessing all of them are going to do that. I do have some new coin chutes, the outside one. But we'll try to reuse these original ones. They should clean up just fine. There's a little bit of spot rust, a little bit of spots of rust on it, but that should all clean right off. Once again, I try to use all the hardware and stuff if I can reuse it. I like having the original stuff. Okay. Use my nut driver for this one. There's an old hook on here from a key. That's a weird size. I think that's 5/16. I'll have to go grab a 5/16. Somebody put the wrong nut on that one. Somebody had these old 25-cent taken out. And then they put blue tape on the back side and then wrote 25 cents in white. Looks like the original one melted or something. Probably the light bulb was touching it because it's all over here as well. So the light bulb melted the plastic. Okay, I'm gonna go get a 5/16 nut driver for that last nut. And I believe we'll have everything off of the coin door. Okay. Somebody had put in here Superman serial number. Used a piece of tape and paper. Get rid of that. Only thing I gotta take off on the coin door is just this. I'll have to get a pair of pliers and take that off. But that's garbage. And then I'll drill this old plate out. I have a new one coming. So we'll just drill the rivets on this old plate and pop that off. So I think that's it for this tear apart. Let me, we'll go in the back and see if we can look at that other cabinet. All right, don't mind the mess back here, but it's there, it's shrink wrapped, and it looks like there is a fluorescent fixture on the top of that cabinet. Neo Geo, this is one of the next ones I want to do. I want to get that out of here. I have 4 cartridges for it, and I have a 4 slot. So I have the 4 slot marquee with the 4 new light assembly. I have all the artwork and everything for it. This one, I think we're just going to touch up the side art. We're not going to repaint the sides of the cabinet. We'll probably just get some red paint mixed up and maybe touch it up a little bit. So this is the other Wizard of War cabinet. So this is the correct bezel in here. So we'll have to snag that one out of here. And if you look here, yep, I was right. See, it mounts there on each side. So we'll have to get this light assembly out of here. And this one has all 3 speakers in it. So we can pull a speaker out of here, so we'll have all 3 matching speakers as well. So I'm trying to see, yep, that'll work out well. So it looks like we have all the other parts we need on this cabinet itself. And like I said, this one's a little messed up because somebody had cut the coin door hole bigger. So I don't know that it would still fit the original coin door or not. I'm sure I can fix it. I think it'll actually fit because this is the holes where the coin door goes in, and you can see how this is cut a little wider, but it's still there. I mean, it would probably be able to go right back in. I should probably restore this cabinet and at least have an restored cabinet. I wouldn't have any internals, but I can restore it in case somebody ever needs one. I don't know if you guys saw these a while ago, but I picked up a couple Carnival cabinets. I sent the board out. I had 2 boards. I sent them out and they're both repaired and working. So I have 2 full Carnival boards. So I'd like to get one of these 2 cabinets restored. They are kind of in rough shape. One is definitely worse than the other one. Like the bottom of this one's pretty messed up. I think the only way to fix this one would be we'd cut along the bottom there and replace the bottom part of it. And I might have to do that with the white one too. I'm not sure. So I'd like to get one of these Carnivals back up and running eventually here. But I do think I want to do the Neo Geo next. Before I forget, I want to get these last couple nuts off of here so that we can tumble them with everything else. That's 11:30 seconds. Go grab a different socket. All right, I had to go outside. I left these in my Jeep. I think there's 11:30 seconds in here. Maybe, yep. I have like a bunch of sockets and stuff in a drawer, and I always use these little kits I have over digging through the drawer and getting sockets out. It's nice having these little kits. Makes life a lot quicker, and then you just put them right back in their spot. I'm going to take these paper tags off and save those as well. We'll re-staple them on afterwards. Just clean them up very gently. Take that off. Probably should have put the nut back on there when I hit it with the ratchet, so that I didn't screw up the threads, but if I have to, I'll use a little tap and straighten them back out. Yeah, I messed it up a little bit. Yeah, I'll fix it after. So don't do that. These are some more of the wires I had cut off right here, which I'm just gonna throw these little piece of wire away. I'm sure he's gonna put some ground, some new ends on the wires that he has. Ground strap, save that. Okay, we got these undone. So this time I'm actually going to thread my nut on here. Then tap it through. Should leave the fuses in place. Just pulling them up so I get this bolt off of it. This one's stuck in there. Okay. Just put this off to the side. All this stuff will get cleaned up. One more fuse here. This is going to be a challenging one to put together. There is a lot of stuff. Okay, now hopefully get these staples out so we can save this. The good thing is I have a video of it, so I know where this stuff goes. I have the other cabinet that has this in the bottom as well, I believe. So we'll be fine. At least I have something to go off of. Save that. And this board, we'll just sand it and repaint it black. I like using a knife to get these staples out because it's thin enough to where it doesn't screw the paper all up. And we'll just put all these tags with the other ones. Okay, that's empty. All right, guys, that's going to do it. It is torn apart. This is part number 1. Tomorrow we are going to get it body worked, and we'll probably get it all body worked tomorrow, and maybe even paint the black inside, because it looks like there's no major body work on the inside. It's just missing some paint from where it's been rubbed, you know, for years and years. So we might be able to get it body worked and the black painted tomorrow. If we do that, then we'll be ready to put the laminate on the sides and the front when I get time, probably later on this week. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. This is part number 1 of Wizard of War. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything, feel free to ask me, or if you have any advice or anything like that, please don't feel shy. Go ahead and ask me, tell me. I mean, I'm learning stuff all the time, just as much as you guys are. So if you guys are liking what you see, please like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. We'll work on this again tomorrow.